It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Play fake. Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 51 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offense.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Two and now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they will take it down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 52 yards. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They run. It's Kamara. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Kamara. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find a little about the 4.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready? On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power. and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They run it again with Cook. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
18-yard line.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They're going to run a little pop pass here. And some room to run now. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Today, Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tua now on first down.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime are saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. Get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Tua. And this one complete to Smith. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. On play action, Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Kamara up the middle. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, number one on the list. goes in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Winston on 3rd and 2.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Saints.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they take a knee. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they will take a knee here.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Let's go. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you